I started coping with substances when I was about 9, and that was not a regular occurrence. I was an active kid. I had a pretty good childhood. My parents loved both my sister and I. I remember my mother walking in on me. My mother has since passed. Said if I start to cry, I'm sorry. That was hard. It was hard to be that kid who was suddenly seen by her parent. When I masked it so well, I really did. I mean, there were things, right? There are things that you just can't hide, but I don't know. There's something to be said for when they just see you. And she wasn't ashamed. She was scared. She helped me detox. She kept a roof over my head. And I crawled. I crawled on hands and knees, and not in a dramatic way. I mean, I crawled and I just asked them for one more chance. And so I went into a long-term treatment facility. Had my daughter a year later in 2016, and I don't know, I just never looked back. And it wasn't because of her. I had grown out of a phase of my life that I just did not want to return to. I had built relationships. I was building a life for myself. My first experience with MOUD and Suboxone was back in 2005. I didn't have experience with MOUD, honestly, until I did it myself. So, the education around it came from my peers. That's also part of what saved my life. That was the most intimate, loving experience I had ever had, actually, was when my peers were just there for me in a way that other people didn't know how to be or refused to be. And I had known so many people on MOUD, methadone, Suboxone, or buprenorphine. It was always around me, and so it was pretty natural. I advocate hell for it. It's a great form of MOUD. It's wonderful. It was the safest thing for me to do. The best part about my recovery is the way it's opened my mind. I have a family, I have a life, I have things that I thought that I couldn't ever attain. I had this just arsenal of support that didn't judge me, no matter where I was on that spectrum. It meant everything, and just motivated me and helped me, and it just encouraged me. They reminded me I was beautiful. They reminded me I had worth. They reminded me I was a hard worker. They reminded me I was a good mother and a good friend. And that's been the best part of my recovery, is believing in myself. I have a life that's very much worth living today. I'm not here to share my story today because I want to be tokenized as a person in recovery. I think that phase of the recovery movement should stop. I think I never told the right story. I told a story that a society wanted to hear, that a church basement wanted to hear, that parents wanted to hear. I didn't really tell the story of what I was feeling and going through and how hard that had been. And so I'm sharing my story with you all today because it's got to change. The narrative around substance use and the intersecting conditions and the underlying trauma that is so complex is so misunderstood. We are people, we are human, we are loving, we are kind. We look so different